warmed up, I guess. Do this for like 5 minutes. Get over on that crumb. Yesterday, you'd have thought I was allergic to exercising because my entire face, my body just like wilted and swelled up while I was running outside with the crown. It's horrible. So I'm like, no more caffeine, no more working out outside. So we'll see how the next couple of days goes.
Ooh. Averaging. Sounds cool. Oh.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Alpine Summit Series. I'm your Ivan trainer, Evan Dollar. We have an incredible hike today.
Is that my day two?
And we're going to climb to the top of this mountain, Schoberstein. It's going to be an incredible hike. Let's get after it. Get a little bit of incline going. Let's start with a warm-up. Some butt kick. Nice and easy. Stretch out those quads a little bit. We're going to go at a nice, moderate pace. Steady, whole way. So we're trying to get out today. Watch my footing here. Keep doing those butt kicks. In the moment, transition, high knee. You gotta get that blood flowing, get those muscles warmed up. Nice job. Ooh, all right. Get high knees here a little bit. High knees. Warm up. Still. Get that blood pumping. Keep going a little bit more. Nice. Here we go. And back to the butt kick. There we go. Nice and easy. Number 3. Warm up those muscles. Few more high knees. Just like that. High knees, keep going. All right.
What's that noise?
Nice and done.
The incline.
What's that?
The incline.
Yeah.
What's making you last time?
A little good breath. Going here. Good.
My name, my head.
Nice steady pace.
That'd be fun.
Up in the mountain.
Looks like hit my head right nice incline right now. Like, see this? Nice incline on barely hit my head.
Gorgeous view. Lake Haverday. Stunning lake. The glacial lake. Deepest point. 2 feet deep. Stay with me. Done. Here we go. Come back. Stuck with me on this summit series. You guys get stronger. Burning those calories. Seeing those results. Just keep getting better. For a week. As soon as that came out, you did workout with me. Just you and I on this mountain. Getting after it.
Oh, the incline hurts worse than the summits.
Shoulders are relaxed.
Yeah, that's a song for me.
Those elbows in. Drop back a little bit. Good, steady pace to this incline.
I'm going 2 miles per hour and start ripping my legs right
Using
now.
that strength.
Ready?
Loop.
That should be easy.
Quad or hamstring.
Nope.
Nice. Lower impact. Decrease the risk of injury.
No way.
Take it away. mountains all around it. Lush landscape. See the lake, sneak into the trees a little bit. Double back, nice and soft. Here we go. Focus on that breath. Good on. Out through the mouth. Ease up. Just down. Little quads right now, my glutes. Good stuff. Now we're going to get rid of calories now. We can keep fine training. We'll burn calories 2 hours after the workout is over. Keep going. Give it away. Now. Yeah. Got my toes on this one. Down around the mountain. Down, down. Look. Done. All right, here we go. Continuing our climb to the top. To the next one. Nice steady pace. So, deep length. Now, actual width and fit makes it a great location. Nice, upstream temperature as well. It's a stunning location. Austria proves to be a beautiful country. Maybe I feel that here with me. Crushing his workout in the Alpine Summit here. Killing it, keep it up. Down. Here we go. Keep working me out a little bit. Move a little bit faster. We want to maintain a consistent level of exertion. There we go. Just like that. That works. Now with this one, let's go. Elbows in. Work on the back. Now you're feeling it. I am too. Getting after it. Here we go. Alright, a little bit. Feel an incline here. And a little bit up there.
I passed the jump on the show yesterday, last time. the neighborhood or something.
You just don't have to finish living room.
Is it?
Is he can run however fast you want to run?
Huh?
If he can run however fast you want to run.
No, I was asking how fast did y'all put it on when y'all were going through the
I
neighborhood.
don't know.
Question. Anything I can go feel it? Glute? Hamstring? Quad? Yeah, good stuff. Yo. Number 2, relaxing your shoulders. Lean back. Keep your hands off the rail. When I keep those arms in, fully engaged. Back to a double back. Push the body forward. Good job. Alright. Leveling out a little bit. Keep it up. Give them that nice consistent exertion. There you go. Good work. Keep moving. You got this. Beautiful, beautiful leg. Keep getting more stunning the higher we get. Now the distance as well. Focus right. You can imagine a better place. We getting after it right here. Think what's coming out there. Keep weaving our way up this mountain. That's the big line. We're burning as much as 5 times the calories just from above ground. This is it. We're working. We're getting it done. Yeah.
When you said so cold, using 5 pounds of calories. I highly doubt that.
Yourself up on your toes. That's all right. You can notice you feel a lot more in the calf. If you want to balance that out, go ahead. Get back on your heels a little bit. Activate different set of muscles here. Feel free to alternate back and forth. Say no. I'm doing my calf, my hamstrings, my glutes. I need you are too. Something through the screen. Beautiful. Cannot wait to see you at the top. Good. Let's work this. Work. Yeah. Leveling out a little bit. Someone give us a table to take. Sure did. Nice and steady. Take it all in. Hey. Sound like you want to join? Here we go. Okay. Good effort.
You get me?
You see what?
What's up, Maxi Climbers? It's your instructor, Dalia Barrios, and I'm excited to be with you today. We've got 10 minutes to get your class of high intensity interval training. Let's go ahead and dive in. Jump on your Maxi Climber, sink into your hips, and let's go ahead and start moving with a forward grip. Nice and long, take your time. Knees up towards your fixed handlebar. And we've got a nice forward grip for 1 minute, then we'll switch to a reverse grip. Now, if you're a little bit more advanced, been climbing for a while, feel free to play with your resistance settings today. If you need a little bit more strength in your workout, you can always crank it up, or you can stay nice and light. But we're gonna pack a lot into today's workout. Knees up, hips back. Very good. In 10 seconds, we're gonna switch to a reverse grip. Right now, we're working a little bit more front side of our body, chest, front shoulders, triceps. In 2, 1, and let's switch it up. Overhand grip or reverse grip. Here we go. Good. A little bit more bicep and back as you extend. Nice and long. Very good. Woo. Just say, hey, buddy, wake up. It's time to work. It's going to be over before you know it, so start turning off your mind. And I turn it up. Your beautiful body today. Knees up. Hips up. Brace through your abs. Wiggle your toes.
It's good.
And pull your elbows in towards your side. Nice job.
Is the what?
We've got about 25 seconds. Whew. Good. See if we can get just a little bit longer. All right, and then we're going to dive into our first interval 60-second sprint in 10 seconds. Whew. And we're going to stay in this reverse grip. Chest up nice and high. All right, 60 seconds, all out sprint. And let's go. Okay. 60 seconds on, that's a beautiful thing. As you get 60 seconds to recover. And we're going to drop down to 45 seconds, then 30, then 15. Very good. Dropping 15 seconds in. Knees up, hips back. Very good. The goal is to keep your power testing. We're out this push. Very good. So we're going to have lots of high moments of intensity, big power, followed by recovery, of course. There we go. Good. 20 seconds. Woo. Nice. We've got 15. Keep breathing. Watch your posture. Remember to keep your hips back and up back slightly forward. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Amazing job. All right. Take it nice and slow, nice and long, and really any pace that allows you to feel like you can recover your breath. Okay, reset. Now, it's going to get a little bit easier as we knock down some time. Okay, so 45 seconds is up next. Knees up, hips back. Remember, with your sprint is full of power. As long as you can go, as fast as you can go. Very good. Good. Bring attention to the back of your body. Your back as you're pulling your biceps, the back of your shoulders. Knees up. That's it. 10 seconds. All right, we're going to pick it back up. 45 seconds this time. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Come on. Very good. Nice and consistent. Knees up. Very good. Making sure shift your hips side to side. you. Knees up, hips back. Very good. We have about 20 more seconds. And I guess we jump down to 30 seconds. So it's gonna feel a little easier to wait at that because it's shorter time. I want you to bring a little bit more power and energy into this next round. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. Let's find some speed here. Come on. Very good. See if we can get a little bit longer with our stride, maintaining our pace. Good. You got 15 seconds. Elbows in. Love it. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and breathe. Amazing job. 30 seconds. Reset. Take this time. Take this time. Okay. We've got 4 rounds with our first grip. Then we're gonna push a little bit more. 4 more rounds starting from the top. So back to that 60-second sprint. Ooh. So first, let's get it done. Final 15 seconds. Knees up, hips back. In 3, 2, 1. Let's make it a nice. Very good. Sink in, strong hips, strong hips. Make sure we're bouncing up and down, side to side. Very good. 3, 2, you did it. Amazing job. Breathe, breathe. More hands right now. This turnaround is gonna be quick. Okay, we're jumping back to 60 seconds. In 3, in 2, in 1. Let's go. Remember, you have a 60-second break after this. Okay? Go get your recovery. We gotta go. Come on. Knees up. Get already 15 seconds in. All the way through. Your full minute. Very good. Good. Push as you come up to the ceiling. Push, push, push. Hold. Drop your elbows down. That's it. Woo. This is the last long one, okay? 20 seconds. That's it. 15. 10. 6. 4. 3. 2. Ooh. Breathe. Well done. That was your last minute. That was your last minute one. Alright, walk it out. Nice job, nice and slow. Just focus on regaining control of your breath. Inhale. See if you can lengthen your exhale a little bit. Very good. Hey, I'm proud of you. Right now, your heart is choosing to step on your climber. That's the hard part. That's not where you're gonna
Let's see if I can still do it.
all right. We're more than halfway through, team. Stick with me, knees up, hips back. Very good. Nice and tall. Slack your shoulders. Release out of that tension. Out of your neck, your ears. In 10 seconds, we go for 45. Nice overhead grip. Shake your fingers a little bit. I know as we continue, we start to get really tight on the bottom.
Actually, really nice.
Sink in. In 2.
Yeah.
In 1.
They got one.
It's working. Very good. Pick it up. Nice. If you're new to Active Climber family, I'm so glad you're here. Now please know, you can always customize these workouts with intensity levels. Okay? The only thing you gotta worry about is showing up, being consistent in how the progression, climb after climb. 10 seconds here, knees up, hips back. Ooh. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2. Walk it out. So good. 45 seconds free. That feels good. That feels good. And that breathlessness, baby. Embrace it.
are you doing this? Am I gonna do it? I'm gonna go to the sleepers before I go. Ooh.
Well, let's see.
That's funny. I went down from 160 to 156.
Yeah. Oh, hi. That looks tacky. Oh, sorry. Sorry. No, that was the reason I didn't do that last time, huh? Baby. Ooh. I wonder what when I got in the shower. Oh, excuse me. What in the world? What the heck? It ain't even starting right. What's wrong with this thing? Go away. Let's try this again. There we go. Oh.
Hi, this is Rod Rod. I will be your hiking guide for today. Here we are in Grand Castle, associated with Dracula, the hill of Pennsylvania, Romania. We'll do a walking tour, so just follow me and we'll zoom on the history behind this town. I wanted to share with you the history behind this tent because I was always fascinated by history and these areas. During medieval times, people believed the earth was full. But it wasn't until the 19th century that Bram Stoker, an Irish novelist based in London, made it famous. How did it all start? How did Bram Castle become Dracula's castle? Bram Stoker needed three things in order to make sure his next book is the bestseller. First, he needed a location. Second, he needed a character. And third, he needed superstition. What a better place to find them than Pennsylvania? On our walk, we'll talk about these three things that made him such a popular novelist, and we'll see what is associated and what is not with the castle, with the people behind it, and the legends behind it. As you can see, the castle is situated right on a cliff. This place was of strategic importance ever since medieval times because it separated two provinces which used to be part of Romania. It was Transylvania, where we are right now, and Wallachia, the province that borders Transylvania to the south. And of course, this place was halfway from Istanbul to Vienna, which also happens to be the Silk Road. You can imagine traders, merchants coming in, craftsmen, they all had to carry their goods and they needed protection. So it was a great vantage point for all people passing by, and it was a good place to protect the borders as well.
it comes as no surprise that King of Hungary in the 12th century invited the Teutonic knights to fortify these positions against the growing attacks of the Turks. They established here a wooden fort initially, but later it was destroyed by the Golden Horde when they came and invaded Europe. Later on, another king of Hungary invites the Transylvanian Saxons over here. These were merchants, craftsmen, great builders as well, and invited them to fortify these positions, to rebuild the destroyed castle in face of the Turks, and this time they built a real castle in stone. So much of what we'll see today is the form that the Transylvanian Saxons built back in the day. It's interesting to see how the Transylvanian Saxons got their hands on this castle, because back in the day you couldn't really own your own property. It was all in the hands of the royalty, of the nobility, and so on. But one king of Hungary granted them these lands so they can stimulate trade, so they can build fortifications, and with this in mind, he allowed them, he offered them this great privilege of building their own castle and building their own fortifications at their own expense, but in the name of the king. So the king had full rights over it. I really love how the mix can be seen in the photos in front. Once we get to the top of the castle, we also get a better overview of the vantage point the castle has. How important it was, not only for the king, but the population that was here, the Transylvanian Saxons. They saw the opportunity of this castle actually, and later on, in the 15th century, another king of Hungary, this time in financial trouble, he needed to borrow some money from the Saxons because they controlled the trade over here. So they borrowed him some money in exchange of a 10-year lease of the castle. The castle is now in their hands, under their property. Funny enough, in 10 years, the king cannot pay, he's engaged in all kinds of wars, so he borrowed more money from the Transylvanian castle. This time, leasing the castle to the last year. And this ping-pong game went back and forth until 2 centuries later, finally Transylvanian Saxons officially got the castle written in the name, because no other king was able to get back the money that the king and the royalty were owing to them. Going up, you'll also see the very birth certificate of the castle. In this birth certificate, you'll see how King Louis I of Hungary specifically awarded this privilege to them to build the castle against the invasions at their own expense, but the king as well. What we see today, of course, didn't look like this from the beginning. Different additions, different war techniques made the castle change colors, change architecture, and later we'll talk about all these changes and when they happened. But until then, I want to point to something. This is a cross that people here kept in Solvit since the 18th century. And as you see, there's no Latin characters, because back in the days, Romanians used, there was a period of time when they used Slavonic language, so it's Cyrillic. It doesn't have to be Russian, it's also Romanian, but during those times, the service was Slavonic, and letters, they used the same. This cross over here was very in time of Solomon, because they didn't really want to work in religion. Solomon lived around his ground. He lived until around 10 years ago, when the local villagers took it back up. This is the front of the castle of this time. Here we are in front of the entrance. The inscriptions that we see on top are in German, because guess what? Pennsylvania Saxons got their hands on this castle in the mid-century. We'll have a little bit of an incline. And this is what
A little
the
bit.
latest renovation is before 19th century. Up the gate. Walk these stairs a little bit. Stay with me over here.
I'm
And
trying
we'll
to.
get to talk about some interesting facts about the garrison that was over here, overlooking the customs. This was actually a place where the road was being run was all by a bridge to the right. Still, it just looks like that. So it's a unit. Mobile bridge, over the water section, to make it more difficult to follow you, and we'll explore it. What is that? What is that? Don't think that this castle only looked good appearance and so on. No, it was a purely military fortification in order for the garrison to get paid for the castle. For the castle. Everything that we see nowadays was actually put together by King Mary in the 20th century. We'll get to that later. So then we take a look over to the bedroom and see that the style is simple yet full. She was the mastermind behind turning this castle into what we see today, turning it from a purely military fortification into a home for the Lord. Very important room that was over here was the Gothic room and the council room. This was where the chief of the castle was staying, and he was second in importance only to the king of Transylvania, because the castle that Grand Castle was overlooking was the most profitable one, not only in Transylvania but in southeast of Europe. So very, very important area. I told you about the birth certificate that we talked about earlier. It was right over here in 1377 when they granted the Transylvanian castle the right to build this castle in the name of the king. Of course, they were smart enough to take advantage and take the castle for their own gain. As we can see, this is the first documented picture of Grand Castle. The person in the picture is Lucas Kircher, then mayor of Drexel, nearby city. On the top of the building, you can see the location of Grand Castle through the previous history in the 16th century. As you can see, the architecture is a little bit different from today. We'll talk about that once we get up. But what was very important about these rooms, I told you, the chief of the castle, they had it well in terms of money collected. But one historian made a very important note during those times, especially in the 16th century, being a military fortification, they actually kept a record of all the inventory, all the food and drinks that they kept in here in order to survive the winter. And one note was saying that they had ordered every winter more wine than water around. I'm not sure if it was because they had a river nearby, but apparently wine was more important to them than water to keep them warm during the winter. Next, we'll go up on the staircases and we'll go up to the vantage point. I'll let you guys go first and I'll follow you. And from there, the rock on the belly came, which closes rolling through. This was later designed by Queen Mary herself with Versace music room. It's a very nice overview to the mountain and to the round tower. You can tell this was the tower that was built later because it's not square. In early medieval times, square towers of the north without easier to build. But later on, as more techniques changed, and cannons were invented, they turned into round towers because the cannon bolts were a lot easier to ricochet from the tower and don't do that square tower. Now that we see the castle, we realize the potential in construction technology such as Fresco. She never visited in it. Instead, she did something kind of work by Charles Gomer, also an English writer, who was that did actually live there, did visit the castle and wrote extensively about the castle, on its architecture, on its importance to the time of the town. The Grand Chapel was the first one of the story, location. So once you found out about this one, over the carrot. We go up top, and we talk about my favorite country, because each share is a story and every is our transformation about the India and try to dig deeper into the significance. Before we talk about how the name got associated with this class, I want to point you out a very beautiful overview and just make a quick note that this road that we see today is very beautiful. Was the same path that in medieval times the carts and the caravans coming with all sorts of goods from Near East. So they would have to stop over here, inspect the merchandise, and decide how much goods they would charge. It was usually just represent the back in medieval times on the most busy and crowded roads of Europe. It was about his real name was indeed Dracula. His last name was coming from his father, Vlad Dracula. Back in the day, his father had been awarded by the Pope in his fight against the Pope. The Order of the Dragon was a military religious order, and people, local folks, didn't have TV. They didn't know how the dragon looks like. Instantly, the local folklore, they associated it with the devil. So it's like Dracula, his father, was Black Devil. During those times, there was a common habit to make sure your son is recognized by the people if you are royal. So they would add an A to their last name. So Vlad Dracula was the son of Vlad Dracula, the son of the devil. Imagine, Vlad Dracula was just a baby when his nickname was Vlad, the son of the devil. No wonder everybody was already afraid of him. And he acted like that. He acted like it upon taking the throne. He gathered all the corrupt boils and put them in an inn, in a barn, and promised them great riches and threw a fist in their honor to prove their loyalty. They accepted, and seeing that their loyalty was so easily involved, he decided to lock the doors and set them on fire. In this, he set an example for future collaborators of his, and set an example of cruelty. While people associate him with cruelty, but during medieval times, everybody was cool. If you follow me over here, you'll see some of the armory weaponry that Vlad the Impaler used in his battle. Because the second reason why he's so famous is his very nickname, the Impaler. This was one of his official costumes. It was not a war outfit, as one, a ceremonial one in which he would receive people at his court. So his nickname comes after conflict that he used to have with the Sultan. Mehmed II, also called the Conqueror. The Sultan was the same that conquered Constantinople. It was the Sultan who conquered the great Byzantine Empire. So imagine him being in conflict with the Sultan because he stopped paying tribute to it. Now the Sultan, of course, was mad. He sent two envoys to ask for tribute, and their mistake was that they didn't take off their cap because that was the custom in Romania, but it was not the custom in the Ottoman Empire. So, hearing of this, Vlad decided to nail their turbans to their head and send them back to Constantinople to the Sultan to send the message. Because the Sultan was busy in other work, he sent a small army to punish Vlad the Impaler. But little did you know that Vlad was a master ambusher and fought and imprisoned the small army, really enraging the Sultan. Now, the Sultan had a really strong army, decided to take matters into his own hands, and wanted to found an army that he had ever seen to punish Vlad and to make an incursion into Transylvania. During the Vlad gained his vastly outnumbered. He didn't stand a chance unless he would use very cruel in order to defend his position. So what Vlad did,
It's 1:30?
This technique is among the most ferocious and barbaric tortures This is a small-scale example of escape. 4, 5 meters out, very sharp in the end, and boosted with force staff, not only flies easier in the bodies of the enemy, but also because staff become always connected. Some of these soldiers, some of these victims could still talk and feel the tale of how Vlad the Impaler tortured them. So from that vast army that the Sultan brought in, most of them scattered and got to Constantinople or deserted. So this is how Vlad managed to keep his throne and the whole peace. But I think there's enough cruelty for now, and just to talk about how Vlad actually made another thing after he got to Sultan. He managed to get in conflict with the Transylvanian not only because of the also because he started the taxi market. Taxes that were taxes already were charging a lot. So he only wanted to put the principle of rate. But the taxis were not really happy with this approach. At the end of the day, they were in charge of the most profitable taxes around, so they cared to calculate money. For this reason, they wanted a more lenient ruler, one that would allow them to live tax-free as it should. Now, it so happened that during the same time, the printing press was invented in Germany. And since they had a good connection over there, they were actually descendants of Germany. They started a phenomenon that is very well known today. Fake news. Fake news, everyone. They started a propaganda, printing flyers of all kinds of imagery with Vlad the Impaler, who was already known for his cruelty, his food, but this time drinking the blood of his enemies, feasting on the flesh of his invaders, and so on. Now this was a perfect character that Bram Stoker found about through the stories of the Transylvanian Saxons, and later on from another book. Because of all this propaganda and all the bad reputation, the rule of Roger Taylor is not long lived. We don't know when he died and where he died, and to this day we don't know where his body is. We know for a fact that his head was chopped off and sent to the truth as a proof that he's gone for good, but he was buried, people say, in Snagov Monastery next to Bucharest. The thing is, at the beginning of the conversation, they dug out the grave, archaeologists tried to find his body, and he was gone. Gone from there. People with the superstitions in mind started making up again, all kinds of stories. Bram Stoker also took this pen and adapted it to his book. He already had a location, he already had a character, like what he needed to make his story great was superstition. And around these areas, even today, we have our own Halloween. It's around St. Andrew's Day, 1 month after regular Halloween. And St. Andrew being the saint protector of Romania, we do celebrate it by keeping the ghosts and vampires away, by hanging garlic to the windows, to the doors, hanging crosses all over the place. So if you happen to be in the area, I would strongly advise you have some garlic with you, but be aware, it won't keep just the ghosts and the vampires away, it will keep everything. So Bram Stoker had it all for his bestseller. After his bestseller, though, the castle was renovated. It became a hospital during World War I, and then it was administered by St. Mary of Romania when Transylvania came back to Romania. St. Mary made it look like it was today, gave it a home field with wood all throughout the castle to make it look like a home. Because until then, it was all stone. She was also the one who moved this web from its initial place over there. We still have superstitions and traditions in the room. You can see to yourself on the field, the line to have the block, always going from one in the field. But the pool, as you can see, is filled up. She moved it just as a decorative piece, and instead built an elevator to the left because when she was older, she suffered from arthritis, and she just wanted to be closer to the car so she can enjoy the nice walk, like we do today. A lot of people think it was an escape route, just in case of invaders, but let's be honest, World War II was coming in, and this castle lost its military importance. Superstitions during those times were so important that even until today in some villages, they do what is called the ritual of the dead. In order to make sure the dead are never walking back on this earth and coming back to punch, they would put the deceased into a coffin, open coffin, and they would gather all the relatives. They would do 3 times, circle the coffin 3 times, while keeping candles in their hands and saying prayer 3 times because it's in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. This way they would send the soul to heaven, and the body would stay here with a stake through the heart, forever gone. We can continue this way and see the small details that Queen Mary put into the castle, because she was a very well-traveled woman. She was actually the granddaughter of Queen Victoria the Great in England. So she had inspirations in the castle from all over the world, from Roman, Baroque, Gothic, everything that she found only for the castle into the The way Queen Mary got into possession of the castle from the Transylvanian Saxons was until World War I. And in World War I, this place was a hospital, and she was actually a volunteer for the Red Cross. She was the one who was always trying to prepare for the soldiers and the soldiers in the war. So people appreciated her so much. But after Pennsylvania united with Romania, they were dedicated to volunteering with the Catholic Church. Later on, after World War II, the communists in Romania, and the communist leader, the royalty went into exile, but they did realize the potential it has in terms of tourism. It was actually one of the members of the communist party that read the book of Bram Stoker with Dracula and saw the potential in it. So it was really the joint effort of the communists and Bram Stoker. But as you can see, hard to break it to you, Dracula never lived here. But yes, it was due to the famous novel with the same name of Bram Stoker and with the openness of the communists to Western world. It was confusing in their right hand. Grand Castle got associated with Dracula. Nevertheless, if you do come over here, it's a beautiful walking place. I want to congratulate you for your workout. We're now ending it right on the medieval road that connects these two historical provinces. I am Vlad Vlad. I was your hiker guide for today. We'll see you next time. Remember to say bye to the
Whew. Good hour and some change. See y'all hopefully tomorrow.